Good morning, Good morning, sorry. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, IG.
Good afternoon, IG.
Good afternoon, IG.
Good afternoon, Moses. Good afternoon, Vivian. Good afternoon, Rufus. Good afternoon, Idris. Good afternoon, everybody. So let's just hold on a little for Dr. Francis. I think he'll be joining us anytime from now.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Dr.
Yeah, we can
Francis.
hear you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon, sir.
Yeah, afternoon. All right. Are we expecting any more people?
So I think I'm sure they'll be joining us.
All right. Okay, before they join now, so I hope we have done our dashboards. Have we done our dashboards?
I think many of us here, some of us here already showed our dashboards the last time.
But most of what we didn't complete it now. Almost everybody say what.
You say we should share.
Yeah.
Let us see what you have done, the final version of what you have done.
Oh, it's not final, but I can share. Yeah.
And whoever has should start sharing. Remember that at each stage you are building your project portfolio already.
Okay, so this is my dashboard. Yeah, I still have some work to do. Trying to figure out how to make these ones transparent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, apart from making it transparent,
Yes.
then all these grid lines you have here, remove them. This total, remove those total.
Where? Okay, here.
Yeah, all those total, you remove them, then these grid lines, remove them. They make the chart a little bit larger. Then this MTN food income, it doesn't really make, unless you can relabel them to something so that it can make more sense. But if you see 0, 1, 2, 3, it doesn't make so much sense there.
Okay. I'll work on it again with
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Then your market, the title should be a little bit legible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's nice. Then maybe you'd have also used cards, right? So for example, so that you can understand.
Okay, like here.
You can put a card there, or you can just use cards to put maybe. So what are you trying to do here now? What are you trying to analyze here?
So I wanted to like check that how income, whether it affects the amount of good purchases, the level of income. Although I saw that the people with lower income, they even spent more money on gold. Then here I checked for.
That's fine. So you see, you put a card now, so there will be context. So that card will be like the average income, right?
Okay.
Then put cards. So that will be like the context in which you want to now start analyzing.
Okay. So where do I put the card now? Like anywhere here?
It can be on top now. It can just be on top. So
okay, the average income.
Start it from up. So maybe the number of customers or clients you use, the average income, the
Okay.
number of products, number of children. So that would be a context. They now start drilling down for that. And that's when this one starts explaining.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
No,
Right.
understand. Yeah.
This is mine, sir.
All right. Okay, so what are you trying to highlight there?
Yeah, I was just trying to, I didn't try to get any relationship, just essentially descriptive data based on the information I had, like departments by qualification,
Yeah.
department by gender, state, employees by state, number of employees that met their performance, their target for as the last appraisal. And then I tried to put some slice the data, but I noticed that when slicing data, if you're using a helper cell, it can be tricky sometimes.
Yeah.
Then then is it possible to group slicing data like this, sir? I tried to do that, but I couldn't do it. Something like this. Is it possible to
So
put
group them.
to do slicing
and,
like this on
and you
pivot
now
table?
slice it like this.
Yes, is it possible? Because I tried to do that, I couldn't. Because I wanted to slice this data, but it was still giving me the full list of the scores, so I couldn't do that. So
the only way you can do it, you know that this your data here is already, it was written in the series, isn't it? So this is what you now do.
Yes.
So unless you now take this one, you now copy
and then
it out
group
and
this
separate
one.
the hair. So it is
As
that
in
group
group
one
it,
you now try to
I wanted to do that, but so I will now group it here by category,
Yeah,
based on the
exactly.
category I've done here, create another column.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
I tried to do that, but
so you understand that, right? So if it falls,
yeah, I get it.
Now,
Yes. So that new column is now what I'll now slice now.
Yeah, exactly.
Based on that.
Slice by,
exactly. Okay, I get that. So that's just it. So what I also noticed is that if the data set is not representative, slicing is also a problem. So for example, when I slice by, okay, if I slice by this now, this is the only data this is the only information in this slice set. I don't know if I'm making sense. This is the only data here. There is no data here. So I couldn't link it to the state of origin and the marital status, because if you do that, this on the pivot table, these two columns become empty.
Yeah, it makes sense, because when you are slicing, it's not everybody that have the same category, not everybody that have the same.
Yes.
Data by what's available. So yes.
Okay, so I had to disconnect. That's why I had to disconnect this to the
so that's where you see sometimes when you know that
status.
Exactly, when the whole data is not showing, then you now know which one to disconnect.
Okay. So I just wanted to.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right, good job.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Then that's again, sometimes when we are using dark background, take note, anytime you are going to, if it's a report you need to print out,
yes, sir,
you don't always advise dark background because it consumes more ink.
More ink, okay, sir.
If you are printing out, so think about it that way. But if you know it's just for presentation sake, then that's fine. But if it's something you are going to print out,
okay, sir,
it consume more ink. So take
because I still need to practice the pictures. I wasn't getting it out.
That's fine.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Well, who is sharing next?
Can I proceed, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, here is it. Here is the raw data, the and then the analysis sheet. So here are the question I'm trying to ask.
Yeah.
I use the marketing data. So here, I'm trying to look at the earnings by marital status. For instance, if I want to roll out a particular product and I want to know who are actually the people, I want to target a particular people by demography.
Yeah.
So their marital status. So, and also, so if I want to target a particular country as a whole, so the slicer is there showing the percentage of earnings by marital status here. Here, the income also, earnings by qualification also connected with the same slicer using the country as a criteria. And also a particular, here is a product specific. Here, I'm rolling out a product, a particular wine, but I want to know by marital status, how people are consuming wine consumption by marital status.
Yeah.
So we have that one here. And then if I want to, the medium of meeting my target clients, are they purchasing through online or through web store? So I have that one also here. Then for feedback purposes, the number of complaints per annum. So I have it here, all connected to the slicer.
Okay.
So one of the challenges making here transparent. I couldn't achieve that. I tried to check the video you did the other time. I couldn't achieve it.
Making which one's transparent?
The background image.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. I can stop sharing, sir.
Yeah, but that's fine. But okay, that's okay. But you see, when you are doing your dashboard, so you see in your dashboard, normally you should not scroll up and down.
Okay.
You understand? Everything should just be at a glance. Don't scroll up and down.
Okay.
Try as much as possible to do it in such a way I'm not scrolling up and down.
Okay. Okay, sir.
This is better this way so that you don't scroll up and down.
Okay, no problem. Noted, sir.
Yes, analysis of marketing research data. You have to put a better title there. Then this is not like a sentence, so no need for the full stop there.
Okay, okay.
Okay, read that is just by alignment, but remember it's those questions that we guide. But remember, how I say one other skill we need to learn is that storytelling. So there must be a context. That's why I say it's better use cards. So you can tell us, okay, this is how much, or this is what the issue is. So you can give the average, maybe the average price or total transactions or total customers that bought. You get, so when we now look at it, you can now start understanding the context in which other all this information is coming.
Okay, noted, sir.
Wine by marital status. So more interesting is that after you finish, there are certain things that will be like, what's that thing that is unique that you have found out from this data that ordinarily you would not have imagined? You get, so those are the kind of things you should start looking out for in your analysis.
Okay, sir.
That kind of things you should start highlighting. Okay. But as time goes on, I think we'll keep, at least it's still better than the one we have done last week, right? So we'll keep improving and improving on that. Okay. I shared that a book for you guys, data storytelling, right?
Yes, sir. I've not gone through it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. You guys should try and go through it. So. Okay. Any other persons?
Okay, can I, although I've not been able to do certain things, but can I share my?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
At least from everybody, so we'll be learning one or two things that we can add to our own.
Okay.
So share.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. There's one thing left. Okay, I feel. After doing this, I know that you taught us about how to connect this slices.
Yeah.
I couldn't get to it. So, and that means that's why this is not changing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't quite grab that part.
Mm-hmm.
And well, this is what I've been able to do.
So somebody was asking about, so how did you do this range, 1958 to 90? I think it was the question somebody was asking.
Okay.
Was it Rufus? So
Yes,
how
sir.
did you do that first one? Was it what he was trying to achieve?
Are you talking to me?
Yes. So just
Okay,
explain
yes.
how your
Okay. So, you know, I came to this, there were values here. All right.
Yeah.
So you said that we should change this by selecting, there was, how will I put it? There was a list here where I saw a way to set it from like different cells. The top one was saying 21. Then there was another part that said end at maybe 10 years or 50.
Yes.
So I kind of I grouped it, and that
Mhm.
was how I came to this. I forgot how I grouped it. I can't see the grouping here now, but maybe because I've already done it. But I was able to.
Okay, yeah, I remember. He was talking about the slicing itself. Yeah, I think I remember it was the slicing he was talking about. Go back to that visual. Let's see. It was the slicing. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's right. It was the slicing he was talking about.
Okay. Well, slicing.
Yeah.
Slicing is just by inserting, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you insert.
So, for example, that's your row that you have done, that 20 to 30. How can you slice by that?
That what?
You see this your
okay, yes.
exactly.
Insert, yeah. Then you go to insert slicer under pivot table analysis. All right. So I chose okay, if I'm to choose by number of previous employees, I will pick it here. Okay. 1 minute. I say okay. So.
But you see, what we are saying now is that we are supposed to see 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50 on this your slicer.
So that means I may have to change it to age. Insert slicer. Year of birth. Okay, it's age.
Okay. Rufus, I think this is what you're talking about.
Yes, but I still don't understand how she did it because she did it from the pivot table.
Yeah, it's from here, right?
On the pivot table.
I did mine from pivot table, but I didn't still pick it up.
It didn't still work.
Yes.
That I'm saying, you can, if it doesn't work, do that alternative way I mentioned, right? But otherwise, it should still work from here. But
Maria,
but
can you show me how you, okay.
Maybe do it again so that I can see.
Okay.
No, Maria, can you just show me how you grouped the data? Let me just see. Maybe that's where my problem came from.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, this is it. This is the table. This is the
Yes.
pivot here.
Yes.
Then I went to insert. Can you see my cursor?
Yes,
No,
yes,
no,
yes.
before this one, how you group this data, this particular one, how you grouped it from the original.
Okay, how
data.
I grouped it.
Yes,
Yes.
from the original data.
Okay, I went to, I have to start by putting another pivot.
Yeah, that's
please,
fine.
please.
That's fine.
Sorry, I think I'm using the wrong. 1 minute. Okay, so why is this still grouping? Let me see.
Okay, you know another challenge that the moment you have grouped before,
Yes,
you
it's
still
still grouping.
replicate that same group for that variable. So
That's
that's
what I'm
another
saying.
limitation using
Oh wow,
you
it's still grouping it.
replicate.
So
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I think I get the issue. So maybe Rufus, you just try it again and let us see with your own. Right?
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes.
if she tries with her own, it will still replicate that same group for her.
Yes, yes.
So just right click on your pivot table that you have summarized. Right click and try and, but if it doesn't work, then you have to do it on the main data.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I think that's all.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's see. Okay. So remember, so if you are connecting your slicers now, so the same way now, so click on your slicer settings now. Go to your slicers on top.
okay.
Go to
Like
your
this one.
slicer. You can go to your slicer set, or you see slicer setting down.
Okay.
Yes, slicer, exactly. Click. Then you see report connections.
Okay.
Then you can now connect it there.
Okay.
You see the essence of why I always say label your pivot table.
Yes, you're
now
right.
You don't know the switch.
You're right. Okay, I'll do that then.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That. You see, sometimes when we say our one is not good enough, somebody will learn something from it. Okay.
Okay.
Then always try to remove your grid lines. Those grid lines, always remove.
This one's here.
Those grid lines, yes.
Okay.
Always try to remove grid lines. All right, thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, who again?
So I have a question, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
When you're putting a pivot table, there is this thing that I can do, showing totals.
Yeah.
On either a column chart or a bar chart. But when you use pivot tables, you can't show totals.
You can't show totals on pivot table.
Yeah, on the chart. Let me share my screen now.
Share your screen. Yeah, share your screen. On the charts.
I'm talking about when we're doing a column chart or a bar chart. Yes. I can place totals here. I can put, if I have a component bar chart now, I can put the totals of each on beside it. But when it's in pivot form, you can't do it because it doesn't give you access to select that particular column as in like this.
You know that why I showed you guys the alternative way to just create that link it to that the helper cell exactly. Then you'll be able to do that. You know, with pivot table, it has a lot of. It's when you start going more advanced and start doing some more innovative things that you now notice the limitations of pivot tables. Okay, But when you have those limitations, then you just use those helper cells to link them up, then do whatever you want.
Okay.
That will help.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Any other person who has not shared?
Good afternoon.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah, I've not shared.
Yeah, let us see now.
Okay. Oh. Hello?
Yeah, we can see it now. We can see it now. Yes, marketing research reports. Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, I made use of the marketing data sets.
Yeah. Okay.
So I try to get the income per country, the country, and okay, that's been. I started from the analysis sheet. I don't know if we can see this. The whole thing is looking somehow now.
So take note, anytime you are filtering your data and you notice that, so you go back to your dashboard.
Okay.
Go back to your dashboard. So you notice that anytime you are filtering your data, you are slicing your data. You see like that, your purchase channel per education.
Okay.
It really does not give any information there.
It's because of where it is currently.
Yeah. No, I get. So in that case, so you now have to be careful when you are doing that so that you know where you can disconnect it. So it really doesn't have, if it's affecting that part, you can just disconnect that connection to that visual. If it doesn't make any sense, slice it.
Okay.
You get
Okay.
yes. Then somehow you have to make, so this is your deals purchase per country. You see the values there, they are so tiny there. You get, so either you use a call out or you make it a little bit bigger.
A call out. How do I do a call out? Because I was really struggling with this thing, fixing it there.
If you click on it, that you see data labels. You go to options. I think you see call out there. So
okay.
On it there. Let me see.
Format data label.
No, just click on it. You see a plus sign. There will be a plus ahead. Click that plus. Let's see. It has data labels ahead. Go to ahead. See that option. Go to ahead exactly. It has see data call out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you can now edit it there. Yes. It has something like this. Yes. So you can now make it larger and now arrange them.
Okay. So how can I make it larger as it is like this?
You have, because you have maybe you have already sized all of them this way, so you now have to resize the shape of your dashboards. So make it a little bit larger, then start adjusting so they be a little bit bigger. Or alternatively, what you can also do, you may not want to show all of them at once. So what you can just do two. You can show the largest one and the smallest one, or the particular one that is of interest to you.
Okay.
You get, so where the data they are so large, you can just put one number or two numbers there. Okay, the largest and the smallest, so that you can now start explaining the context. So we can now compare where the whole data is too large to enter one. So that's another thing you can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
all right, that's fine. Okay, I think that's fine.
So I have to take it back to where it was before.
Just
show or more options. Okay. Okay.
Or you can just uncheck. You can undo.
I've taken it back.
That's it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. All right. All right. Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Great job. So remember again your grid lines, try to take them out.
Okay. Okay, the grid lines for this, so I could not really take it out. I had difficulty.
In the same way now, click that, just click on that line, click on the line itself.
Okay.
Click on the line, on that line, okay, format grid lines. But that is a long journey. Just click on ahead, then press delete, that's all. Press delete.
Okay. Ah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's it now.
Thank you.
As we keep playing with them now, we'll start seeing some other things. All right. Now, because so far we have just been doing basic things, right? So today I want us to go into formulas and functions. So it will be a little bit more, let's say a little bit more. In fact, we'll be going into space now. We have talked about what they call it now, Excel errors. Have we talked about Excel errors already?
Yes, sir.
So we talked about Excel errors now, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So we have talked about Excel errors. We have talked about name range name. Did we talk about range name?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Custom field.
Yes.
Yes.
Text to column.
Yes.
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 Flash field.
Yes.
Yes.
And we all understand how it works, right? Referencing.
Yes.
I hope you understand how to do this referencing, because going forward, I assume you already know how it works, okay? Data validation.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We talked about data validation, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we can start with functions now. So let's come to functions. Okay, let's come to functions. Okay, so we know how to add. Let's start with our normal addition. So if you want to add, how do you add?
Sum.
Sum, isn't
What
it?
sum?
Equal to sum. Okay, sum of this, right? I think this is how we normally do it. Now you see in Excel, there are different ways of doing the same thing. Instead of somebody adding up, some will say, why will I waste my time with adding up when I can have the sum here without even doing anything? You are seeing sum there. Okay. Some people say, okay, the function, the shortcut is alt equal to. Isn't it? Alternate equal to. Or to some people, if you come to your home, can you see there's somewhere they call, is it auto sum? Can you see auto sum here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So that's another way again. So you see, there are different ways of doing the same thing. Okay. How do I drag to my right? To calculate everything to my right, how do I do that?
Control R.
Control R. Thank you very much. Control R. Someone was asking, someone that was here. Let's leave it there. But sometimes when you are adding up and the numbers are not, it's not converted to numbers. When you see this sign, sometimes you click on it. The error will just tell you convert to numbers, just in case. So sometimes when you look at this, or you can just say ignore error, right? So just in case. So that's Control R. So I'm sure everybody who can do this one now.
Yes,
then we now have average. So equal to average of these values. So if I want to calculate it down, how do I calculate it down?
Drag.
Instead of dragging, I want to use keyboard. How do I do that? I want to calculate it down.
Control D.
Control D. Thank you. All right. I'm sure we have done this one in class before now, right? So if I want to find the average, it should be average of this average, right? Okay. I think this one we are clear with this one now. Yes. So if you want to now understand, okay, whether this value now makes sense or not, we'll now compare it to this, isn't it? And we'll like say, okay, we'll now use the function if what this value is greater than or equal to this value. Since it affects everybody, I will lock it, right? If it's greater, what do we do? We say is what? Good, is it not? Otherwise, say bad. Then we can just double click there. Right? I'm sure all of us, can we all do this?
Try.
Yes.
Not full.
Not fully. Okay. Let's do it again. Now, do you understand why we took the average here of this average? So if we say this average now, this is the average for this year, but I need to compare to now know, okay, which one makes more sense? Because by looking at the data alone, you will strain your eye. So just by looking at it, you should have a way of indicating. Because sometimes if you are presenting this as a data, or you are making a presentation using this, presenting your data in form of a table, there should be some indicators. By looking at it immediately, you can already start having an understanding of the data. Okay, so what we are trying to do, just to say, okay, whether this client is a very, well, I don't want to use good or bad clients, but more like which client generates more revenue for us. Okay, so we just use simple example, good, bad, or you can classify it whatever way you want to classify it, right? Or which other way can we classify it? Which other way can we classify it? Yeah. Which other way can we classify it?
Maximum.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could say maximum, you know.
Can give them like color code, a blue customer, like maybe like blue means good, the same good and bad, and
okay.
Are you talking about the word to classify as in the word to?
Yes.
Okay.
But anyone you want to use. So if what this value, right, is greater than or equal to this value, then I have to
accept, maybe accept, reject, or something like that.
Okay, say accept, right? Accept, because it's in text, I'll put it in a quotation mark. Otherwise, reject, something like this, right? You can close brackets, then double click. The same way, somebody talked about conditional formatting, right? So we can also, now if you want to do conditional formatting, unless you use text that contains, maybe if I say accept, let me say light green, or let's say green. Okay, accept. But if I don't want to do it this way, then you can have certain rules. So you can say new rules, right? Format cell that contains what? A specific text. Can you see that? So what's the text? So let's say accept. What should we use? Let's say green. Okay, and that's it. Do you see that?
Yes.
If I want to do the same thing again, I'll just highlight again. Conditional formatting. Let's say new rules. Cell that contains specific texts. Containing what now? Let me say reject. Format it to be what now? Let's say red. Okay. Something like that. So you can also use conditional formatting to also highlight certain things. Okay. Are we clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's fine. Now, you see, sometimes you can also do some calculations using your if function. So, for example, if I say, oh, if the customer, right, maybe purchases above 3 billion, so he's entitled to a discount of 10%. Can you see that? So that means he's entitled to discount. So if I say equals to if, so if is just a logical function. So just the way you think about it on paper and you calculate it on paper, right? So let's do it this way now. So this is the average, right? So this person has on average from January to June 3.2. Is he entitled to discount?
Yes.
Yes.
He's entitled to discount, isn't it?
Yes.
More than
So how much discount are we going to allow?
10%.
10%.
10% of what?
Of 3 million.
Of the next purchase.
Of the next purchase, yes, I guess.
Of the next purchase. Okay, let's assume that this was the purchase now, or whatever. Okay. If you do the purchase, now be 10% of, you get, of that amount. So let's just assume that if he buys above 3 billion, then he's entitled to 10% of whatever purchases. So here it will be if what? If this value, right, is greater than or equal to, please never type 3 billion here. Never type 3 billion. Rather, always have a cell. If that value is greater than this 3 billion, isn't it? What do? I'll lock it. Isn't it?
Yes.
Now, if it is true, what should happen?
Discount. 10%.
Then 10%, or I'll not apply 10% on what? On the value.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If it's false, what should happen?
Zero.
No discount, zero. Yes.
No discount. Or if I want to say no discount, can you see that? No discount. So is he entitled to discount?
Yes.
Yes. So let's run that and see. You see that?
Yes, sir.
Or alternative, we say zero. That means zero is a number. We'll not put in quotation mark. We'll just put zero there. Then double click again. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So even in the functions, even in the if function, you can also use it to do calculations. Are we clear with this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So the same way that happens with this. So for example, if the student's maybe pass mark is 50, so if it's above 50, pass or fail. Okay. So say equals to if this value is greater than or equal to what?
So 50.
I'll hold it constant. If it's true, what should we say? Pass. Is it not? Otherwise, fail. Pass. Pass or fail. Pass, fail. And you can do that. Then you can still use conditional formatting if you want to do whatever you want. Okay. So that's just to get their status. But assuming you want to get their grades, right? If you want to get their grades. So for example, now here, let me use this one now. If what now? So normally, you know how you have your grades. Let me show you here. Can you see the grades, like the grading score? So
yes.
So normally it is 0 to 49 F, 50 to 59 C, is it not 60 to 69 B, 70 to 100 A. So you understand that, right?
Yes.
So we are now saying that if the student exceeds maybe greater than 70, give him A. If it's greater than 60, give him B. If it's greater than 50, give him C. Is it not? But if it's less than 50, give him what? F. You understand the logic?
Yes.
So that's what we're now trying to do. Okay. So we say if this value is greater than or equal to what? 70. Is it?
70.
What should we do? Give him what?
A.
You typed 70, Dr. Francis.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain
You should
something.
pick it from a cell.
Yeah, we
Maybe
normally are supposed to pick it from a cell, but
the grade table or the
yeah, I'm just trying to explain something here.
okay.
So that we'll see how it works.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So if that value is greater than 70, give him A, isn't it? Now you see the next one is telling you if it's false, but now I want to go again. If this value is greater than or equal to 60, you see another true again. If it's true, what should happen? Call it
B.
B. So what you are doing here, you are building what? Many if functions. So they call that what? Nested if. You see that? I'm having plenty if functions inside one function. So it's called a nested if.
Dr. Francis.
Yes.
Does that mean that first if? That means
Yes.
we should have like 2 comma what's it called there? Brackets or something.
Why? Okay, so
I
that
thought you close because each bracket has its own close.
yeah, you know when you put command now, command means okay, go to the next one. Can you see? Go to the next one.
Because you've opened another. Okay.
Yeah, so now I'm now going to go down. If you see that another bracket is open now.
Okay.
If this value is greater than or equal to what? 50.
50.
Call it what? C.
C.
Then if what? This value now is less than
50.
50. Isn't
F.
it? Call it what?
49. Okay.
F.
F.
Anything less than 50 is 49 now.
Yes.
So I will now check, are all the brackets there? So you know the last bracket should be black to know whether what you are doing is correct or not. Is that a black bracket there? Not sure.
You've opened so many brackets
I've
and
opened
you
so
need
many,
closing brackets.
but when I do it automatically, it will help me close all of them up.
Yeah. So that means that 50 should, like somebody said 49 because of the table. It said 50.
Yes, but so for example, now if I change here now to 49, what should I have?
You should have F, but when you have 50, you should have a C, not an F.
So this is what?
Like pizza, Chris.
So if I have 50 here, what should it give me?
C. To give you C.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's how you should just check it.
Okay.
You see that?
Yes, sir.
So this is called nested if. It's called nested if. But as much as possible, try to avoid this nested if. Sometimes it can get so complicated. You get? But if worst case scenario, you don't know what to do, you can do this way. But from, is it 2019? 2019, there's now another function called ifs. There's another function called what? Ifs. So the difference now is that what I was typing, so if I would just type ifs, check if you have ifs. From 2019, I think you should have ifs function. So it's like your nested if. So all those plenty ifs we are putting, we'll just put one ifs. So if what? If this value is greater than or equal to what? 70, call it what? A, isn't it? Now I don't need to, you know, before I was typing if, right? I was typing if before, but now I will not type if again. I'll just type
put B, C, and
yes, then I'll now put this is greater than or equal to what?
60.
Call it, sorry,
B.
call it what? Call it B. Call it B. Isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll not type if again, no, but if you're using the old version, type if. If that value is greater than or equal to what? 50, comma, call it what? C. Otherwise, if this value is less than 50, yes, call it what? F.
F.
And that's it now. So you see, I don't even have to do many brackets anymore. So now it takes care of all those plenty brackets you have put in there. So that's another way of doing it. Can you see that? So this is what they call nested ifs. Nested if. Then there's a new function called ifs to handle your nested. You know, in Excel, there are different ways of doing the same thing. Some are more efficient than the other, okay? So this is a situation where you don't want to. So if you want to start using you can start linking them to different things, but you have to hold them constant, okay? There's another function again called VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, okay? Now for this VLOOKUP, you must have a helper cell like this. You must have a helper cell like this. And you must arrange it. Is this ascending or descending order?
Ascending
order. It must be arranged in ascending order.
Ascending.
If you start with 70, 60, 50, you will not give it you will not get it correct. You must arrange your table in this form. Okay. Now this is how we as human beings understand 0 to 49. Excel doesn't understand that one. Where you stop at 50 means that this one stops at 0 to 49. So this one means it starts from 50 to the 60. Last part. So if this is 60, yeah, this will be 0 to 59. If this is 60, yeah, this will be 60 to 69. If this is 70, now this will be 70 to whatever. Do you get that?
Yes.
So you must arrange it in this way. So how VLOOKUP works, so this is vertical. Can you see your table is vertical? If your table is lying down, that is horizontal, HLOOKUP. So let's look at it. Equals to VLOOKUP. What am I looking for? I'm looking for what? This value. Comma. Table array. Where's your table? This is my table. I will hold it constant. Can you see that? Comma. Where is the column? Where is the column I'm looking for? The grade I'm looking for, where is it?
U.
The grade that
V.
V, is it not? Is that
V,
column 1,
yeah.
column 1, column 2?
Column 2 to
Column 2.
2, 3, 4, 5.
2 to
So
5.
column 2.
Okay.
Column 2, isn't it? Comma. Is it an exact match or approximate match? Is it an exact match or approximate match?
Exact match.
Exact.
It depends.
You see,
Depends on
it
what
falls
you're
within, it falls within a range. It falls within a range, isn't it?
Yes.
It can be 50 to 59. So is that one an exact or approximate?
Approximate.
Approximate.
Approximate. So approximate. Close brackets. And let's try.
So,
yes.
I'm a bit lost. How did it pick the approximate when the figure is not there?
Which figure is not there?
As in, you know, the table array is U to V. That's the table array.
Yes.
But under the scores, 80 is not there. So how did you know that 70 is closer to 80 than?
Now look at it now. That's what I'm saying now. You as a human being, this is what you are seeing.
Yes.
So the way you write it for Excel to understand this in this structure.
Yes.
So anytime you see 50 here, right? 50 here means 50 to 59 because the next one here is 60. That means for this one, you understand here that any number between 0 and 49, give it F. Any number between 50 and 59, give it C. Any number between 60 and 69, give it B. Any number between 70 and 100, give it A.
Okay.
So that is how it understands this table.
So it works in ascending order.
Yes, it must be in this
Exactly.
order. How I say it must be arranged in ascending order like this.
Okay.
But if I have done it the other way around, 70, 60, 50, to not give you the same thing.
Okay, I understand that because I think I've tried this before. It didn't work. I didn't know why. So I think it's the arrangement that was the problem.
Yes, the arrangement. It must be in ascending order. V look up, vertical look up. And your table must be arranged in this form. Are you clear with this now?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now let me show you another one. So let's look at this. Everybody, are you clear with it? So you can use if. Is it not your nested if? You can use the ifs and you can use the VLOOKUP.
The VLOOKUP, I'm still not clear though.
We are not clear with it. Okay, I'll go one more time. So look at it. First of all, for VLOOKUP, your table must be structured this way.
Okay.
It must be structured this way. Okay. But if, for example, because the number is going to be in ascending order, right? So it's 0 to the highest, which means that when I'm looking for the value, so remember that this is the score. What I want to get is the grade. Are you seeing that? This is the score, this is the grade. So I know the score.
Yeah.
But it is the grade I want to estimate based on this table of this criteria.
Yeah.
So I'll come here, equal to VLOOKUP. What am I looking for? Lookup value. Where is this value? This is the value here.
Yeah.
Comma. Where is the table?
U and V.
I can take this table. I can take it from here. I can take it from here. But because it applies to everybody, I will hold it constant.
Okay.
Comma.
Yeah.
Which column index? Which column is it? Column 1, column 2.
Column 2.
Column 2. Because column 1, the score, I know it already. What I'm looking for is the grade. And that grade is column
2.
So I'll type 2 there.
Okay.
Comma. Is it an exact match or approximate match? Because remember that range is not an exact value. It can be between 50 and 59. It can be 0 to 49. It can be 60 to 69. It can be 70 to 100. So give me anything approximate within that range.
Okay.
So that's why it's not exact.
Okay.
But if it's only 50 I am looking for, then I will say exact.
Yeah.
But because it's within a range, so I will say no, make it true. Okay. So I think true, if I put 1, 2, I think 1 is for true.
Okay.
If I put 0, I think 0 is for false. All right, so let's. So true, isn't it? So I just double click on put this thing. All right, so that's it. Then double click that. Now let me show you the other way around. Let me show you another one. Yeah.
So
this is
sorry, Dr. Francis.
Yes.
So can we apply this? For instance, maybe you have this HR database, and maybe you just
So look at the next example. So that's So this next example. Look at this next.
Okay.
Look at this next example. Now. Look at this now. So we know the client, right? We want to get the revenue. You know, we know the client. We want to get his revenue. Can you see that? We know the client. We want to get his revenue. Okay, so let's look at it. So equal to VLOOKUP. What am I looking for?
The revenue.
This guy. Mobile, comma. Where am I looking for him? I'm looking for it in this table. Is it not? Let me lock it down. If I have a long list, I will lock it down. Is it? Where is the column? Where am I looking for? I'm looking for revenue.
Revenue.
Second.
Is it an exact match or approximate match?
Exact match.
Exact match.
Exact match.
Exact.
Because mobile I am looking for. So I'll go to false.
Please, can you explain that exact match? Why is it an exact match?
Let's do it again. Why did you pick it up for me? Let me do it. Exact match means, wait, hold on. Exact match means I'm looking for this exact name. So look at it, look at it. Equals to VLOOKUP. Look up who?
Mobile.
Where am I looking for mobile?
Table.
Table N and O.
Clients and revenue.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Let me lock it.
Lock.
Where is it? Where is it found? Which column is that revenue found?
2.
Column 2. Is it exact match or approximate match?
Exact.
This
exact.
Mobile, is it any name you see there pick or exactly mobile I am looking for?
Okay, exactly.
You see, for the first example we gave a range between 50 to 59. Anyone you see that is between 50 to 59, give him C.
Okay.
I cannot say, unless I'm saying, give me those people that say exactly 60 or exactly 50. So when I'm giving within a range, it is approximate.
Okay.
But when it comes to names, don't give me different, I need this exact person. And that is the essence why most time you don't use names per se, rather use the employee ID to look for the exact person. Because two people can have the same name, but they will never have the same ID.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking for a particular staff, a particular employee, I will not use the person's name, but I'll use the person's ID. So give me this person's ID, the salary of this person. So what I'm using to uniquely identify that person is his ID. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So in that case, it is what? Exact match. So in this case, exact match, isn't it? Now it says not available. Not available. What does not available mean? What does not available mean?
It can't read. There is a problem with the two data sets or something.
So that means that he cannot find this guy in this place. Or is this guy not here?
He's there.
Yeah.
He's there. So you as a human being, you are seeing that he's there. Excel say, I cannot see that person. So why does this come up?
Data sets are not the same.
Or it's not in the format that recognizes it as the same thing you're asking.
It's not the same thing.
You didn't put it in comma.
Yeah?
In I think in the semi, is it on quoted commas?
Format.
Since it's a word. Since it's word.
No, I'm not. I didn't use the word. I did not search for the word. I used the cell.
Yeah. What if we start from cell 24 instead of cell 23?
It's still the same thing. So what is happening there? Why you are not seeing it? If I come down here, is because there's what a space there.
Sorry, I didn't see what you did.
And so it's not the same format of the same cell now.
Okay, there's a
You
blank
yourself
space.
are seeing it as moving.
Oh, okay. There's a space.
There's a space there.
Okay.
You understand this problem?
One has to be very detailed about this.
Yes.
Village people.
Yes. So because of this problem, that is why I taught you guys how to do data validation. Don't allow anybody type anything. As long as you allow them to type, then you are giving yourself problem. You see that? Yes. So rather, they are supposed to just use a drop down and fill it down. Don't type anything. So that space alone can be a big problem. So you see it, you see some, but you not see some. Even like now, for example, I put a space here. You cannot see it. Exactly, it looks exactly the same, but you cannot see it. So that's why I say spacing is, that space is also a character.
Dr. Francis, you remember
Yes.
I asked you one time that what can we do, for instance, to just clean up our data with a single command? I think
yes, so I'll come to that. That is under a text function. So we'll come to trim. There's a function called trim.
Okay.
So trim will remove all those things there for you. When we get to text function, we'll see trim. But to avoid it, just use your word, data validation. I hope you still remember how to do data validation. So go to your data, come here to where you have your data validation list. Source. So I'll pick my source, pick everything here. Okay, so now I can select now. With this one now, because they are always the same, you never make any mistake. So rather than them typing, just use this and to be faster. So that is the essence of using what data validation. So this now leads you to why you build templates. Because if you just leave it for people to type, they can type any nonsense and this problem comes up. So you see the reason why, instead of you just taking like 5 minutes or 1 minute to extract your data and do your analysis, it can take you a whole day to be looking for, I can see Mobi here, I'm seeing Mobi here. But he's still telling me he doesn't understand. So another thing is that once he sees it like that, another thing you can do again, just copy this guy, come and paste him here. That's another way to do it. So that there will be exact match. Can you see that? So that's an alternative way again. So these are the different problems you are going to see. Are we clear with this now? Are we clear with this?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's go to the next one. Now, this is the client, Guinness. Who is the manager? Who is the manager? Harold. Is it not good? So let's do this. Equals to VLOOKUP. Who am I looking for?
Harold.
Harold.
Guinness.
Who am I looking for? Lookup value.
Guinness.
Okay. Guinness.
Where am I looking for it?
The table.
Table.
In this table.
And to P.
To
Is it not?
manager.
In this table, is it not?
Yes.
Which column is it?
Third.
Three.
Column 3. Is it exact or is it approximate?
Exact.
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 Correct.
Okay.
You see that?
Yes.
All right. Now let's look at this. Now this is a client. This is a manager. Claire Gotte. Who is his client?
Mobile.
Mobi. That is his client, isn't it? All right. So let's see. Equals to VLOOKUP.
Claire.
Who am I looking for? This value, isn't it?
Yes.
Who am I looking for it?
The table.
The table.
This table, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which column is it?
One.
Column 1. Is it exact or is it approximate match?
Exact.
Exact.
That. Error.
Ooh.
Why?
Space.
Space.
Validation.
It has nothing to do with space. It has
But
nothing
the manager should be on the first column, not the second, not the last column. As in the manager column, what you are looking for.
That is 3, not 1.
So this is now the limitation of VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP looks from left to right.
Okay.
It looks this way. It cannot look backward.
Okay.
It cannot look from right to left. It only looks left to right.
Right. Okay.
So it cannot look backward. Do you understand that? Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this now leads to another function called index and match. You have heard of index and match?
No.
No, sir.
Okay, index and match.
Sir, we have H lookup, I think.
You have HLOOKUP, but most times those HLOOKUP depends on how you want to arrange it. But most times it's VLOOKUP you use.
Okay.
They even have lookup. But you see, with the way Excel is going now, the way we have been using Excel since gradually is changing, right? So like, for example, this VLOOKUP I've told you about, there's now a new lookup called XLOOKUP that takes care of this problem of VLOOKUP. Okay, but let me just explain, I'll explain XLOOKUP much later. But most of us, we have index and match, but we don't have XLOOKUP. But let me explain XLOOKUP, index for you and match. So what index does for you, index is like, okay, let me use this documentation. So when you talk about index is saying, based on this cell, give me whatever value you have in that cell. Give me whatever you have in that cell. Give it to me. That's what index is saying. It's just like saying, it's like a map. It's saying, where is that value found in that particular space? Give it to me. So look at it, something like this. Now I want to find out, I want to pick a particular value. So let's say I want to pick up this value, isn't it? I want to pick up this value. Or let me pick up this value so that you can see it. So I want to extract this value here, right? That value is 412, isn't it? So if I say equals to index say, where is this value found? This value is found here, isn't it? The answer, is it not, is found there. So that is like my map, comma. Which row is it found? Which row is it found?
24.
1.
Row what?
Row 1.
Row 1.
24.
Which column?
Is it 24 or 1?
No, for the table, it's 1.
1.
Apart from
Which
the
column?
yes.
Which column?
2.
Look at the map where I choose.
1.
Oh, 1. 1.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Let's do another one. So if I say index, I want to pick this this one here, 2703. So where am I looking for the value? This value is, the answer is found here.
Mm-hmm.
Which row? Which row?
7.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Which
7.
column?
1. But Dr. Francis, supposing you have like very big data and you're
we
looking
are
for
coming
something
now.
exactly.
We are coming there.
Because
For
you
you to
might not
first
know the
understand.
rule. Okay.
For you to understand how it works. So if I pick within here now, right? I want to pick the same value, 2703. So what is the row? What is the row?
It's the same row, 7.
7.
What is the column?
2.
2.
So it means if I want to pick NBC, I want to pick it here, NBC now. So what is the row?
3.
Row what?
3.
What is the column?
1.
Can you see that?
Yes.
So what does index do?
Okay.
Yes.
Exact.
Well, I wanted to ask, what if your array had like duplicated figures, but different customers, and you just want one that relates to a particular customer?
We'll give you that example. Hold on. We'll give you that.
Doctor.
Yes.
You are not highlighting the headings. So is that?
No, it doesn't matter. It's just the range. It's just the range I'm picking. Just the range I'm picking.
So if you highlight the headings, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter now. Even if I say, okay, equals to index. So let's say, for example, I want to pick Sean. I want to pick Andrew Allen. I want to pick Andrew Allen now. So how do I pick Andrew Allen? index. So I'm picking this whole, is it not?
Yeah.
I want to pick Andrew Allen now. So which row?
5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5,
6.
6.
Which column?
3.
3. Okay. Is it why did you include the manager now?
What I'm just showing that
because
he was asking, can I pick the heading? I said, irrespective of what you pick there, he's just looking for that range, within that range. That way it's like a map. Where is that answer found in that map?
Okay, because the other ones we did not count the heading.
Yeah, we did not count. That was he was asking. I said,
that here
it
now.
really doesn't matter. As long as I pick it, I'm looking for the answer within that range, that map. Give me the
So it
value
doesn't
of that
matter
thing.
the
It
row
doesn't
number I
matter.
put.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, okay.
It doesn't matter. So do you understand index now?
So, hello, Doc.
Yes.
You already say it's like a substitute of VLOOKUP. Am I right?
The combination of index and match, yes.
So, okay, I'm trying to marry the two.
Yeah, well, just hold on now. Just hold on.
Okay.
I want to first break the concept separately
Okay.
before I bring them together. So do you understand what index does now?
Yes.
So index extracts the value of that cell for you. But you see, you need a way to know what is the row and what is the column number. You see, that row and column number, you are doing it manually. But sometimes when the data is so large, you need to automate it now. You cannot count 1 billion as if it was row 1 billion, column 10,000. How will you count that one now? You see that? So you need a way to automate it. So there's another function called match. And what match does for you, match extracts the row number for you, or like the column number for you. Okay? So if I say equals to match what now? For example, I want to extract this value, right? I want to extract this, but I want to know what row it is. Where is the lookup array? Where is it found? It's found here. What am I looking for? Is it exact or is it approximate?
Exact.
Exact. So I'll go there. Exact 0. So this is what?
Okay.
Is what?
7.
That 7 is what? Row 7.
Row 7. Row 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you see that?
Question, sir.
Yes.
Okay, supposing now you want to find out the exact row a name is found, and maybe I'm looking for my name in a very big data, and I type my name, and the way it's captured in the data is not the way I've typed it. Will it still pick it out?
No. Okay, because the names are not exact, right? So that's why if you say approximate, it may pick.
Okay.
But you have to be very careful.
Okay.
If you go and even pick another number and that name that looks like it, but
so it's better to use like ID number.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So do you understand what index match is doing now? It's going to pick the row number or column number. So it all depends. You can use it on both sides, either as row or as column. Okay.
It shows the one for column.
No, either. Okay, for example, let me pick clients. Let me pick a client. So I want to pick NBC. I want to pick NBC, isn't it? So equal to match, right? So I'm looking for NBC, right? So that let me put NBC here. Equals to match. What am I looking for?
NBC.
Where am I looking for NBC?
Under clients.
Under
highlighted.
You know,
yes.
Exact or approximate?
Exact.
Exact. Can you see that?
Yeah. So, but
if I'm looking at it on this side now, right? What am I looking for? Let's say I'm looking for this value here, 411 what? So I'm looking for 4129000. like this, okay? So
Yeah.
equals to match. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this value.
Yeah.
Where am I looking for this value? Here.
Under revenue.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Exact or approximate?
Exact.
Exact. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So you can work either row side or column side, as long as you select whether it's the values of the row or the column, it will still work.
Okay, Dr.
So do you understand this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you just put a space? Let's see if it will pick it and maybe pick approximate or.
Okay, a space where now?
The NBC you typed above the.
Okay, let's put a
space
like this, right? So it says not available. So let's say less than or greater than now. Which one should we use now? Let's say, let me see, less than. Did it pick exactly?
Yes. So that's 5. What was 5?
It didn't pick it exactly now. Let's pick under, let's say -1. It did not pick it that way. It did not pick it that way.
So that's a limitation.
It has to be exact. Yes. Didn't pick it that way. Didn't pick it that way. So you just have to be careful there, right? So let's look at this now. Let's look at this.
I want to ask a question. Does it mean that it only works on a row and column, not on a table array, a table array, only rows or columns? That's how it works.
No, it works on the table. I'll show you how it works. Yeah, I'll show you how it works on the table. All right, let's look at this now. Which one we were trying to pick something just now. Which one were we trying to pick?
Manager.
Okay, this manager. Okay, this manager, right? So this manager. Okay, so here we use VLOOKUP. It didn't work. So let's do it now. So equals to index. Index means what? Where am I looking for the value? Isn't it? Yeah. Where am I looking for it? So who am I looking for?
Claire.
Looking for this client. Where is this client? I'm looking for this client now, isn't it?
Yes.
It's the client I was looking for now, but I'm looking for it backward like this, Abby. So I'm saying equals to index. So index is supposed to return the value of that cell.
Yes.
Is it not? Index returns the value of that cell. So now what am I going to select now? So this is the manager here, right? This is the manager. But remember, what I'm looking for is where my answer is. Where's my answer? Is it on manager or is it on client? The answer I'm looking for, is it on the, am I looking for the manager?
Manager.
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 Look at it. This is manager. I'm looking for
client. Oh, client. Oh, okay.
Client. So index. So I'm looking for what? The client. So that's why we select okay here. Right? Okay. Now, what is the row number?
1.
What is the row number? You see, I don't want to start going through this manually. That's saying whether it's 1 or 2. Then that's where match comes in.
Okay.
Match. So what am I looking for now? I'm looking for who? Claire.
Claire.
Where is this Claire found? Here.
Yes.
Isn't it? Is it exact or is it approximate?
Exact.
Close bracket. Did it work?
Yes.
So now I can look backwards.
Okay, so it's looking manager to clients.
To clients, yes. So that was the limitation.
VLOOKUP can do that. Okay.
Yes, VLOOKUP can do that.
I didn't get you, doctor. Just
all right, let's go. All right, let's go. Okay, so index, right? Index is trying to tell me, give me the value of that particular cell. But what am I looking for? I am looking for what?
Client.
What am I looking for? Client. So I will come here to client. I'm looking for the client. Okay, I am looking for what? The client. Okay. Now, for me to look for the client, it means that this Claire and this client, what is the row number for the client?
1.
What's the column number?
2.
The column number?
3.
Okay. Is it 1?
It's still 1 now, is it not? Where
Yes,
that
it's 1.
that
It's
Claire,
1. It's 1.
that client is what? Row
It's
1,
1.
column 1, isn't it?
Yeah,
But I don't have
yes.
to always be putting 1, 2, 3 every time. So rather, I'll use another function to extract that row number or that column number out for me, which is what? Match. You see that?
Yes.
So when they give me the row number or that column number, then give me the contents of that row number. That is what index is doing for you. The match is, first of all, if you pick the row number for you or column number for you, right? Then index is now saying, give me the content of that row or that column. Okay. So what am I looking for now? What am I looking for?
Clients.
Array of numbers.
Okay.
Where is this Claire found?
It's
Under manager.
Under manager.
Manager.
Is it exact or approximate?
Exact.
Exact. So I close the bracket. So you see it's red. So I need to close it one more time. Now, if I want to evaluate it, if I use F9, you see F9 would have given me, but I want to see how I count. Okay, let me use another example again. Let me use another. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, let me use this one. So one more time. So equals to index. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this client, isn't it? I'm looking for this client, right? And this client is found where? Here. That's where my answer is. Okay. That's why I say it's like a map. Index is like a map. Tell me where the answer is. So that's the map I'm giving it. Look for the answer here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this manager, right? So who am I looking for? I'm looking for the manager. So match. Match what? This manager. Where is this manager found? It's found here.
Okay.
Exact or approximate?
Exact.
Exact. So what it's doing there is that, think about it this way. That match is telling you, let's do it manually first. This manager, Irene Maddox, what is the column number? Or let's say, what's the row? What row?
6.
1, 2, 3.
6.
Row
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the column number?
2.
Column number?
2. 1.
1 now, because it's just, where I selected is just only one place. I only selected this one, isn't it?
Yes.
So that 6-1 gives me what? Irene, isn't it? So what you have done there, your match is telling you, give me that row number 6. Index is now saying, what is the content of that row 6? What is the content of row 6? Irene Maddox, isn't it?
Yes.
So that's exactly what your index is doing. Saying, give me the content of that row number. So instead of me typing that 6, 1, 2, 3, match will generate that one for me automatically. Then once match has done it, index will now say, okay, what is the content of that column or row number? Then it will now give that extract the value out for you. So that is what has happened there. Okay, then I'll close my brackets. So that's what you have there. But you see, in doing that, there's another function called XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP is saying, give me the, so XLOOKUP is like the new version of VLOOKUP. Okay, what am I looking for? I want to get this, I'm looking for this manager, right? So this manager, tell me his clients. So lookup array. Lookup array. Where am I looking for him? I'm looking for him here. That is the manager, isn't it? Return what? What am I returning? The return array. What's the return array? What is the return array? Clients. This is the client here. So if not found, what should you do? If not found, I can type there, not found. I can do that there. Then close my brackets. I see that. So for example, now if I'm looking for Francis now, let me do that. Equals to X lookup. I'm looking for who? Francis. Where am I looking for Francis? As the manager. Is it not? Where should I find in terms of my clients? Under my client list. If not found, what should I say?
Not found.
Yes, either I say not found or say no clients found. So that's it. Do I have Francis on this manager list?
No.
So that means he has no client there. So this is not the new way of doing X lookup. Yes?
Doctor, you are still not taking the heading. I think
whether I take the heading or not, it really doesn't matter. This heading is just a way of not separating, but actually the content is here. Even if I take the heading there, it doesn't change anything.
Okay.
X lookup. What am I looking for? If I take this one here, even if I take this guy here, right? But remember, I'll first of all be looking for the value X lookup. I'm looking for Francis. Where am I looking for him? In this range. What am I returning? If not found, just say 0. So it doesn't make any difference. Is this clear now?
But does it make a difference when you're looking for the row number? Like where you had MBC3 and the row number.
You say whether it was?
Does it make a difference if you're looking for row, when you did the MBC and you used them, I think it was match or so.
Yes, match. Yes.
When you were looking for, so if you had included the heading, would that affect where the row?
It does not affect. It doesn't affect it. That's why I say that range you are picking. Either I'm picking within this range or within this range. It really doesn't matter. As long as it's not client, the name client I'm looking for, so it doesn't matter. What I'm actually looking for, the answer is with here. These are just like header, just like your heading. But actually the data is within here.
So that means we can apply this, is it X lookup now? For instance, maybe you have your, and you just want, maybe you've put like more ID numbers and you want their training, something. So you like pull out their details from the database.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
So let's go and look at more applications now of these things. Let me come somewhere here. So look at something like this now, right? So for example, I can choose. So if I pick, for example, tell me in the month of May, how much vanilla did we sell? In the month of May, how much vanilla did we sell? In the month of May, how much vanilla did we sell?
15.
315. 315.
3 what?
315.
315. Do you see that? So yes. In the month of May, right? How much vanilla did we sell? Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we now extract it this way. So this is now in a full table, in a bigger table now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I was to do this, you know what I've done? So you see here, so we have the flavor, right? So we have the flavor, we have the month, right? We have the revenue. Okay, so for the flavor, I don't want to type. So what do? I'll use a data validation.
Validation. Yeah.
Or let me even do the other way around. Let me say month, flavor, revenue. I think this should be easier. So if I say month, so I'll come here. Is it not data validation?
Yeah. List. Range.
List. Where is the range?
The month.
Months from here to here. So I can now select, isn't it? Then flavor, the same thing. List. Okay, so now I can select whatever I want to select. So I want to pick these values automatically, right? So what do I do? So it can be within anyone. So I'm picking from here, I'm picking from here, but give me this value within here. So what do I do? Index, we first of all say index, so give me, this is my answer. The answer is found here. Is it not?
Yes.
Yes.
So let me look that one there. So that's where the answer is found. Okay. Now, what am I looking for? The row. Where is my row? Where is my row?
One.
Row one.
My row. Is my row the month?
Oh, row.
Or is it the flavors?
Row
Row
one
two.
is the flavor.
For February, it's row 2.
Row 2, yes.
Now, yes, that's fine. Right? That's fine. But what I'm asking generally, what is my row and what is my column? Is it the month that is my row, or is it the flavor that is my row?
It's the month.
Month is zero.
Sorry, the month is row.
Month is the column.
And your flavor is
the
column.
row.
Yes.
Flavor is column.
Flavor is column. All right.
Yes.
So that's fine. So this index is saying, give me the answer within this range, isn't it? So this is where my answer is, within here. My answer is within here. So my row now is that I will use match, isn't it? Match what now? So I want to look up now. February, isn't it? Where am I looking for February? Where am I looking for February?
Month.
Yeah. Exact or approximate?
Exact.
Exact. Okay. Let me close that here. Then for the column, match again. You see now it's two-way now, isn't it? So I've looked for the row. What am I looking for now? The flavor, isn't it?
Flavor. Yes.
Where is this flavor found?
Table, column,
Yeah.
chocolate, strawberry, vanilla.
13.
Is it exact or approximate?
Exact.
Exact.
Exact. Did it work? So
Yes.
choose any other one and now confirm. So if I want to pick this guy now, so this is November strawberry. So November strawberry. So did it work?
Yes.
All right. So that's how to do this. Now imagine you have a situation like this now. You want to now plot, so just the way you're building your dashboards, right? So I want a situation where I want to pick maybe like chocolate. I want to pick strawberry. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Yes.
So it will be switching. So as I'm using my listing, as I'm using my drop down, the visual is also changing. Okay. So in that case, let's do something like, okay, let me just take it out. So what I'll do, I'll just take my January to December there, right? So these are my flavors. So let me use any of the drop down there, okay? So now what am I looking for now? What am I looking for? So equal to index. What am I looking for? I'm looking for isn't it? That's where the answer is. So I'll lock it. Now, what am I looking for now? My row. What is my row? What is my row?
Months.
Months. So I'm looking for this guy. So I'll use March now, isn't it? March. Looking for this guy. Where am I looking for him?
Under month.
I'll lock it. Exact match. Close brackets. So I'm going to the column now. Match. What am I looking for? Isn't it? I think I can lock this one since I'm not dragging it. Where am I looking for it? Lock that. Exact to approximate.
Exact.
Exact.
Match. It work. So let me drag down Ctrl R. So confirm if it worked. So if I pick strawberry, it's supposed to pick everything here for me.
Yes, it is.
If I pick chocolate, it's supposed to pick everything here for me.
Yeah.
If I pick vanilla, it's supposed to pick everything for me here. So the difference is that I would have been plotting 3 charts. 1, 2, 3. So rather, I'll just use only one chart. I'll just do it only in one place. Okay. So maybe I'll have like a line chart this way. Sorry. Take this guy down. All right. So in that case, so if I switch now to strawberry, can you see even the title, everything is changed. Strawberry, if I change that to chocolate, so we'll change to chocolate. Now, if I want to do it the other way around now, if I want to do it the other way around now, right? If I want to do it the other way around, so the other way is saying now, I know here you can also use any of your visuals that you have used already, isn't it? So if you wanted to use your aerial chart, your 3D chart, any of the charts you are using, so it will also apply to it. It will also apply to it. And a situation where you see this, so for example, you know when you are doing like something like scenario planning, when you have best case, worst case, expected case. So worst case scenario, this is what will happen. You get expected case, this is what will happen. Best case, this is what will happen. You see your visual. So you can use it also for scenario planning. Have you seen some dashboards where they also do this? So once you just click on the drop down, the whole visual will keep changing. So it is this index and match that they use to do this. So the other one I was trying to explain is a situation like this. So can you see now, in this case now, I'm using January, February, March, April, May, June. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So in this case now, so what we can do here, so if I have my, so the same way I can have my months there, I can pick any of my months there, and I have my flavors here. Okay, so maybe I can take my flavor and just copy and paste my flavors there. Copy and paste my flavors there. All right, so here equals to index. Index is saying, where's my answer? My answer is here. Close it. So what am I looking for now? What am I looking for? The row, isn't it? So I'm picking, so you need the what? Match now.
Match.
Match. Look up this value. Where am I looking for this guy?
January to February, January to December.
So I'll lock that. Even here, I can lock it since I'm not dragging. You can lock that. Exact or approximate match.
Exact.
Match again. What am I looking for?
Flavor.
But this one I will not hold it down because I will drag. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So what am I looking? Where am I looking for it? Here.
The strawberry.
Okay. Exact or
Chocolate.
appropriate.
Exact.
Do that. Okay. So that when I drag it, when I check May, check December. So for December, I should have this. Isn't it? So the same way I can also do my visual. Or I can do my donut charts. Format, donut size, data labels. Then I can also. So it all depends on what you want to achieve, but that's how you do that. So are we clear with this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we clear?
Practice will make perfect.
More.
Yes.
We have to practice. It's still sounding like Greek.
It's sounding like Greek.
Yes. So miracles are happening now.
Yes. Yes.
For index and match, what we did here, can we still use XLOOKUP to do it? Can we achieve it with XLOOKUP?
XLOOKUP, you should now. XLOOKUP, but let me see. For here, yes, you can achieve it with XLOOKUP. I'm not trying, but just for you to think about how to do it. XLOOKUP should be able to do it, but XLOOKUP still looks 360. But you know, the thing is that some functions are more efficient than the others in certain tasks. You get so XLOOKUP can do it, but VLOOKUP, this index and match is very versatile. Very versatile. Okay. It's also, I think it should also be possible to use XLOOKUP. Okay. So let me see. Okay, average if. Okay, sometimes you have situations like this, right? Where you want to find the average of each value here, maybe for all the January, all the February, all the March. Okay. If you were to use if you're not using a function, you are going to use your, what they call it now, your pivot tables. You know how to use pivot table now to get the average now?
Yes.
That one is straightforward now. But in situation where I want to use a function now to get the same thing, okay? So I would look at equals to average if. But you see, with average if, because this one has dates, 2005, 2006, 2007, so it will be a little bit difficult. So what you can do there, you can use a helper cell there, okay? So here, let me just say month. Okay, so here I'll say January. January, let me, so that's it there, okay? So this is January to this. So what do I do? So equals to average if what? Where's my range? So this is my range. What is my criteria? My criteria is what? January. Where is the average range? This is the average range. Close bracket. Did it work? Double click. That's it. So this is your average. So you see what you have used pivot table to do. This is how to do it manually. Okay. Then there's another powerful function called sum product. Very powerful function. But this is just a basic way of doing it, but there are a lot of ways you can also apply.
Dr. Francis, sorry.
Yes, sir.
The average if.
Yes.
Why creating the second column, the mid?
Okay, because you see here has January 2005, January 2006. There are two different dates there.
Okay.
But what I'm looking for is January.
So you want to get the average of all the January?
All January. Okay. Because of that 2005, 2006, I have to be specified 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. So I don't want to do that. So I can use a helper listed there. Okay. So if, yes.
If it's other way around, the average of the years, not the months.
If it's average of the years now, then what I can now do here, if I say year, so So I say 2005. Let's say if I say 05, will 05 come out? No. It's seen everything as year. So let me see if I format this guy as number. Let me see if I say 2005. So let me see here. 05. 2005. Let me show that this guy we see it. Did it work?
No.
No, it didn't see it. So there's a month, what they call it, year function. Year function.
Okay.
Did it work?
It works. It works.
So if that is the case, then I say 2005 to when now? 2005 to 2018. So if I say 2005, so automatically it gives you as date. So what you can just go back and format it as your normal date. So 2005, 2006 to 2018, right? So 2018, so equals to average if. So what is the range? This is my range. What is my criteria? This is my criteria. Where is the average value? Average range stats. So I'll run that down as it.
Okay.
So that's it. Yep.
Thank you.
So I can quickly come in charts. That's it. Average. Okay. Okay. I want to show you some product. So for some product, you know how you do. If I want to get revenue, how do you get revenue?
Price multiplied by quantity.
Price times quantity.
Price times quantity, isn't it? Then I'll run this one down, right? So that means total revenue is what?
Some.
I think we know how to do this, isn't it? So instead of going through this route, so there's a function called sum product. What is the array? This array.
Revenue.
What is the array? Yes. Sorry. Equal to sum product. Where's the array from here to here? What's the array from here to here? Those brackets and the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Magic.
Yes. Sum product. Same thing there. Okay. Then text functions. I'm going to explain. So where you have those spaces, right? Those spaces. So I said, can you see where you have the spaces? So even if I want to use something like, okay, let me go back. So which of the table has all those bits? Okay, don't worry, let me just. But the point here is that if I want to clean all those spaces, can you see all those spaces? You know, if I use a VLOOKUP to look at this one, you know it will not see it. Yes. Because of the spaces, right? So if I want to clean them up, I'll use equals to trim. So trim removes all the spaces. It removes all the spaces. Can I see that? That's clean.
Yeah.
So trim.
Okay.
So now it looks proper. Okay. Yeah. So if I want to make everything uppercase, I'll say upper. Everything upper.
So Excel is a wizard.
Excel is something
I say
else.
everything lower. Lower.
Wow.
Everything be lower. If all these ones are lowercase, you now say, okay, I want it proper.
First letter. Okay.
You see that?
Yes.
So there are a whole lot of other text functions you can also use, but these are some basic ones that we can work with. Okay, these are the basic ones.
Dr. Francis,
yes.
That stream, if you had like maybe formula or something within your database, it's going to take everything out.
You know, it is on the data itself before you apply functions. So sometimes, if, for example, now
maybe
so
you have some linked cells.
If you have some what?
Linked cells, maybe you've done maybe calculations or something. You've done something to the database in some of the cells, and you're not sure where.
Yes, it is not. So, for example, before I do VLOOKUP, right? So, for example, if I have something like, sorry, okay, let me copy this. Okay, let me copy this. Sorry. So you see, anytime I copy, if I want to copy, and this one has a function there, right, or a formula there. So once I'm copying, when I want to paste, I will not just paste. I'll use paste special. Control Alternate V. Control Alternate V to paste. Paste values only. Okay. So if I have different values, let's say around between 10 and 20, right? So let me copy this. So if I'm pasting it back here, I'll say Control Alternate V, paste special. So if I was to use a VLOOKUP here now, right? Equals to VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP what? This value. Where am I looking for it? In this table, is it not? Which column?
2.
Column 2. Exact or approximate match?
Exact.
Exact. So can you see now? It will see some, it will not see some. Right? Now, if you want to do that, you see, if I want to trim this now, I'll say equals to trim this guy, isn't it? I'll double click that. Have I trimmed it now? So I'll copy it. I'll come back here to paste it. So Control Alternate V. Control Alternate V. Paste. And that's it. Do you get it? I cannot adjust it here. In a situation where you have, sorry, please, can we mute your mics? So in a situation where you have this, maybe genuinely this data is not there, but you want to allow it to look clean. So what you do, you say if error, what should happen? Just leave it blank. So I just put space that. Then it will look clean. You see that? So I use the if error. And I'll just put a space there.
That's if there's actually nothing there.
Maybe actually doesn't see it there. Yes.
Okay.
It's just like, for example, so let me take this guy and paste here. I do that. So let's assume I change here to Francis. So it's not there. Can you see that? So it looks cleaner this way. Or I can just say not found. Not found. Then I drag it down. So if I say here Paul, not found. All right, guys. I have another session by 3, so
thank you, sir.
I need to run. So please try and practice this. You see now we are going into space, so
I'm telling you, miracles are happening now.
Doctor.
Thank you,
Doctor.
Francis.
Yes. Yes, go ahead quickly. Hello.
I think we lost it.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes, I say if you want to specialize on Excel, like how many years or month can you?
There's nothing to specialize in Excel. There's nothing to specialize. Just
it's something
it take a lifetime. It will take a lifetime. Even with all this one, I still told you that all this one, you are not still up to. Like me, I told you I'm still 2.
That means we are in negative now.
We're 0.00.
I see people like Lukman that are like 8 now. It's like Lukman.
We can still use this to oppress them in the office.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right, guys. I have another session to go into now. All right,
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Do your dashboard and incorporate some of these things now in your new dashboard.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Dr. Francis.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Doctor.